Hey guys, this is round number 4. I couldn't record yesterday because I was just too tired after 2 games that lasted 3 hours and 4 hours. Let me show you what happened. So I'm playing with black. I also was tired for this day. And I was sleeping during a game. We are playing the Sicilian dragon here. As you can see, the typical setup. The knight fighting for the central square, bishop helping. This knight just staying there, bishop looking at b5 and allowing rook to c8. A6, so I'm looking for b5, and this is actually not the best idea. Queen to b8. I believe I should have just taken. But by the way, this is a very I don't know how to call it, expert level position, I would say, and it's not really obvious to see what's the best move here if you don't have that much experience. I want queen to b8 to push my pawn and generate some attack combined with this bishop here. Anyway, I went to the rook. My opponent spent 25 minutes thinking about the move, knight to c2. And I, instead of playing b5, the reason why I played queen to b8, went for, I would just take, I wouldn't. Sorry guys. What do you think? So what do you think? Do you have any other guy on YouTube who has surprises like these? So what's happening here? Two pawns that are constantly being attacked, but I wouldn't want to play this position with black. However, you know what? It's better than what I played. Rook to c8. And you know what's the worst thing? The worst thing is when you play a move and you realize it's bad after 30 seconds. I spent 3 minutes on this move. Should have spent more. Should have really thought of this position, but no, I just went for rook to c8. Knight to a4. Oh no, if I go rook to f8, knight to b6, this rook is not running away. To be honest, I was thinking of something like this. Hey, I'm not doing that bad. Rook to f8 works. You know why is the reason why rook a7 works? Rook to f8 works? Because knight b6, rook a7, and yes, the computer says b4, but my opponent would probably take this bishop. I would take, and after taking here, it's only plus 0.5. Why? Because there is so many dark squares that this bishop is just worth a rook. Anyway, knight to e5, bishop e6, queen to c8. I'm playing down on exchange. Let's just split things up because it's just not looking great. Obviously, when I'm on an exchange down, I cannot open any files because my opponent has 2 rooks and I have 1 rook, so it doesn't really make sense to open files. I can just move around, but it's just completely lost position. So guys, watch out when you're playing the dragon because the dragon is very dangerous if you don't know how to play it, like me. Bishop to d3, and I was thinking of queen to e8, by the way, but that would be even worse because bishop g6, fg, knight to e6. Anyway, bishop d6. I went for queen c8 to defend the e6 bishop indirectly, defend this pawn and this pawn. I need to run away, take the pawn. I'm just on exchange down, but 13 more minutes. Oh, I surely need that time if the position looks that bad. Knight to f8. I don't understand how it is possible to play like me on 1900 FIDE. It's crazy. King to g8, rook to d4, rook d3, c2, rook d2, rook c3, mate g6. Interesting. I mean, just hanging up the queen. No, knight g4 and knight e3. Obviously, it's still lost, but I'm still fighting. I never give up in games. I just play till checkmate because it's the worst feeling, and the way for me to learn to stop losing is through feeling the pain. So I feel the pain and I said, fuck, never mind. I don't want to lose games, because that's what happens to people who lose games. It's just a lonely king on a5 being harassed by a queen.